Hare Krishna. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your beautiful chanting. Who remembers what we did last? Okay, so this is from the 10th chapter from the beautiful book called Japa by S.K. Bhorijana Prabhu, where we are learning about the techniques for controlling the mind. And we finished few quotes from Manasa Siksha by Raghunath Das Goswami. And we are going to continue from that particular chapter to see how to become a servant of the holy name. And this is from this book, page number 61. Those who have the book can follow, or you can follow through hearing. Becoming a servant of the holy name. What does it mean to become a servant of the holy name? That's a question. Srila Prabhupada was such a great servant of Krishna's name because he fulfilled the desire of the holy name and of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that the holy name be spread throughout the world. Srila Prabhupada exemplified incredible dedication to the service. And as Srila Prabhupada saw everything else, he did as part of this main service. So we too can remain consciously aware how our services are either directly or indirectly connected to serving Krishna's holy name and spreading its glories. There are two types of devotees where one person or devotee who enjoys the holy name and they are completely immersed in the holy name and they cannot think anything else. They continue to enjoy the holy name. Whereas the second type of devotees are the one they enjoy the holy name. After they enjoy the holy name, as they are enjoying the holy, not after enjoying, as they enjoy the holy name, they cannot resist themselves of wanting to share the that particular nectar that they receive by chanting to others. Therefore, they want to spread it to others also, share the wealth to others. That's the second, another type of devotees. So that's another sign of to understand which category we fall into. And most of us, um, in the followers of the Srila Prabhupada movement, must also try to follow the sharing of the wealth that we have with others. That's quite important. Now, continuing, Krishna states in Bhagavad-gita, 18th chapter, 57th sloka. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya mat paraha buddhi yogam upasritya machitta satatam bhava. In all activities, just depend upon me, and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. This is also very quite important for most of us who are working not full time as a devotee, but also outside. Sometimes people get anxiety of what's going to happen about on my job, my whatever it may be, whatever the conditions may be, whatever conditions may be. So Krishna says that you don't need to worry about any of those external factors. The only thing that you need to worry about is as you work, think that you're working for me. If you think that you're working for me, then that's considered to be a devotional service, and I will protect you. By all means, that protection word is not limited to some very small thing, protected in all different angles and direction. Therefore, the consciousness we need to develop is I'm working for Krishna, not for this manager, not for this company, not for anyone. All right. Well, if you think that your company also, that's fine, but the company is a property of Krishna, and therefore we are working for Krishna. Um, Such devotion service, be fully conscious of in such devotion service. So the laukika karma, even the laukika karma the worldly activities that we do is considered to be a devotional service if we are in full consciousness of Krishna as we work our job. That's the important point. Hmm? That is Karma Yoga, by the way. If you're expecting out of something as we do the work, then definitely it's not called Karma Yoga. It's just a karma. Let's continue. Don't let Maya divide serving the holy name from serving Krishna. The serving Krishna, the person. The materialistic mind is so clear that it will turn service into work. So, one more time. The materialistic mind is so clever, not clear, clever, that it will turn service into work. Service should not become a job, which is part of our career. It should remain seva, our devotional offering. In a company, sometimes we get gift or something after we complete 5 years being in the company, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. So they call out that this person so and so worked. This is his 25th service anniversary. They don't call it a work anniversary or a job anniversary. They call it a service anniversary. Quite important, interesting to know that they call it as a service anniversary, right? To remind us that I've been working for Krishna for 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, how much ever year is. So the service should not become job, which is part of our career. It should remain seva or devotional offering. Krishna star, Krishna states in the mind, Krishna states in the ninth chapter of Bhagavad-gita that devotees can offer flowers, fruit, and water. Again, here it says that devotees can offer flowers, fruit, and water, which means as we read, it says that as if we in a plate we have to have all these articles. Flower, there should be water, there should be a flower, there should be a fruit, there should be all the leaves, all those things. But when you read the sloka, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Yab, what is it? Anyone remember the sloka? Can someone remind me?
Yo mein bhakti appeared.
Bhakti Prayachati. So it says that you offer either the leaf, either the flower, either the fruit, either the water. Not necessary you have to offer all four, otherwise you don't offer. So even one is fine enough. But what do these particular items mean in and of themselves? Does Krishna need flowers? They may have a beautiful fragrance, but when offered, they assume still more significance because they become the external manifestation of our devotional appreciation. When someone presents us with a rose, we take it as a gesture of affection. The rose is only the external manifestation of internal affection. When someone presents us, the rose is only the external manifestation of the internal affection. While it's possible to make mechanical offerings in which one never gets past the external ritual, we want to deepen our internal devotion to imbue real meaning to the external gesture. We want to deepen our internal devotion to imbue real meaning to the external gesture. Serving, every line is so very nice. So, as we do anything that we do it at a service. If we are doing for any other reason, then that's not good. So the external thing that we are trying to do, whether we are doing service of giving classes, cooking at the temple, or mopping the floor, or taking up a service of certain positions, those are external. But the external things is depending on the internal consciousness. If our consciousness is not clear enough, then whatever we are doing external is just a show off. While it's possible to make mechanical offerings in which one never get past the external ritual, we want to deepen our internal devotion to imbue real meaning to the external gesture. Why we are doing what we are doing in Krishna consciousness? We have to search and think about ourselves internally. Am I doing for this reason? Or am I doing for that reason, right? So it's all we have to consciously think about it. Serving the holy name is the same. Chanting a fixed number of rounds is an external manifestation of a desire to express love for Krishna. If we want to deepen the significance of our gesture, we have to bring Krishna and our Nama Seva together. Krishna tells us to be fully conscious of Him in whatever we do. Fully conscious of me means that we approach Him as servants performing Seva. Chanting or anything else we do is not our work or even our devotion. It is our devotional service, the external gesture of our internal desire to please Him. If we want to find depth, we have to surrender to our service. See, if we want to find depth, we have to surrender to our service. What is the meaning of surrendering to the service? Do the service for the pleasure of devotees and Krishna. If you are doing the service for my own pleasure, then that's not a surrendered service. It's a conditional service. Okay. There is actually three more paragraphs as the next section. Let me complete this chapter. Neglecting the mind in order to seva. Neglecting the mind in order to become absorbed in seva was how Srila Prabhupada and his own Guru Maharaja trained their disciples. Srila Prabhupada wanted everyone to be engaged, and he considered the idle mind a devil's workshop. He kept us busy. In a similar mood and in regard to book distribution, Srila Prabhupada gave his Western disciple the perfect mantra: double it. No matter how many books were distributed, the next year the amount was to be doubled and doubled again the year after that. This mantra is applicable in other areas of service. But Srila Prabhupada didn't want us to make this increase while leaving Krishna out of the equation. We were to double it for him. Last paragraph. Therefore, whatever our service, we should not let it become our work or simply the source of our maintenance. Regardless of our position in life, we should offer our endeavor to Guru and Krishna, aspire to give them pleasure. Devotion has to enter deeply into the consciousness. For this to occur, we must neglect and become disobedient to our ever shifting, always grasping, forever lamenting materialistic mind. Devotion has to enter deeply into the consciousness. For this to occur, we must neglect and become disobedient to our ever shifting, always grasping, forever lamenting materialistic mind. Nothing other than devotion to Krishna will satisfy. Beautiful. Thank you all very much. We just have maybe 50 seconds, and I got to go to my service early today, leave home by 6 o'clock. If you have any questions, maybe you can post it in the group or we can take it some other time. Thank you all very much for joining. Have a wonderful rest of the day, remembering Krishna, chant